Hey, what's up guys? Thanks again for joining my channel, My Influential Fitness Journey. My name is Eric, and today I'm going to be showing you warm-up routines that you can do on your own at the house. All you need is just your own body weight, and if you have also, if not, get one of a foam roller, which is going to help you loosen up the body even more. So for the benefit for this is to help loosen up your body, which is myofascial release. So myo meaning muscle, and then just basically releasing the tensions in your body, especially if you're just getting up in the morning, because you know, as we sleep, we're like moving and curling around, and you know, you feel stiff afterwards. Or if you're just doing moderate, intense exercises, or just being active in general, that's another thing. And you know, just especially like sitting down, if you're an office worker, you know, especially for your lower back, you know, you always want to make sure your posture is good. You don't want to lean forward. You always want to sit nice and straight. So those are certain things that you can use for, in terms of this foam roller, to help relieve that. So I'm going to show you some of these right now. So the first thing we're going to do is, again, for you office workers, anyone that's sitting down 8 hours a day, you can put the foam roller right here, just beneath your lower back. Set your feet straight. You can raise your glutes and then just move your heels up and forward, up and down. So if you feel that real tightness, just let it sit there. Sometimes it might even feel a discomfort or even pain. If it's a little too much, then you can loosen it up by just putting your butt down and then just leaning back, just put a little pressure on it. But if it's not too much, you can still have your hips up. But if you feel that pressure, just let it sit there for about 15 seconds. And then after that, just slowly move it in that same area so that way it can break up. Because again, myofascial release, myo meaning muscle, and you want to release that muscle tension by putting the pressure with the foam roller that I have back here. So nice and easy. Once that's done, again, you can sit it down just to break it up a little bit more. Set your butt down. If you want to come up just a little bit more, so you can get your upper back, your hands can be forward. Same thing applies. Roll your heel up and down. Again, if you feel that tightness, just let it sit there. And if you want to, you can also open your chest up more by putting your hands behind your back, just pushing your elbows back, opening up that chest at the same time, putting some pressure on the upper back, so that way it can break up the tightness and the knots in your muscles. And just breathing. And again, slightly rolling it back. If you feel that area, let it sit there for about 15 seconds. And then slowly move it up and down so you can just break it apart. Put your elbows forward, tighten it up. And then releasing your chest to open it up wide. A couple of times. And sit back down and slowly come up. Nice. So next thing we're gonna hit the glutes. Another part of people that have back pain or lower back pain is because you have weak glutes or your glutes are very tight. So you always want to loosen your glutes up. So you're gonna put one side, take the opposite side of your leg over, so that way you can put more pressure on that right side glute or your left side, whichever one you're starting with. And then again, same thing applies by moving one, front and back. Again, you feel that tightness like I'm feeling right now, just let it sit there. And then just slowly move it back and forth in that area. There we go. Yeah, you'll probably feel this like I do. And then you're gonna do the same thing, switch over. Same on the other side. If you want to lean, put more pressure on it. Let it sit there in that one spot. 15 seconds, and then move. Once you're done there, move right onto the hamstrings. Gonna come up, using your palms. If there's too much pressure on your wrist, what you can do is go on your fist, have your thumbs out, and then move your shoulders forward and back. Again, you can do this if you can't do it like this with your hands flat, because I know sometimes for some people, if they have weak joints in their wrist, it can cause some pain. So you can always have your wrist neutral straight, which I think everyone should always do it. That way you can have less pressure on your wrist. Again, tightness right there, let it sit. 15 seconds, and then slowly roll it back. You might not feel as much tightness as you do on your hamstrings, but some people do. It just depends on how your body is, so always keep that in mind. Next, we're gonna move over to the calf. So there's several ways that you can do this. You can, again, have your palms face down or straight, come up, roll it. But if you can't, again, you can do it on the wrist too, if your joints on your wrist are not too bad. If you don't feel it as much on your calf, what you can do is take one, put it over. That applies more pressure because, again, gravity's pulling you down. So when one leg over, it's gonna apply more pressure. So just keep that in mind, that it's gonna be more discomfort into here, but it's definitely gonna help. And then slowly up and down. And you never, always keep in mind, you never wanna go all the way down to where your posterior Achilles tendon is, because again, this is a tendon, this is not a muscle. So you always wanna keep in mind to keep the calf muscles going and not down to where your posterior tendon is, because that's not gonna do anything. You always wanna make sure that you're hitting the muscle. Again, myofascial release. Only muscles, never the tendons. So one over, come up, slowly move. Again, that tightness, let it sit for 15 seconds. Back and forth, nice and slowly. If it's too much pressure, don't worry about it, take it down. But if you can handle it, put it back up. There. And then same thing applies, vice versa. One tightness right there, just let it sit. Yeah, you can definitely feel that for sure. Back and forward, nice and easy. Come down, just to roll out the rest. So now we got the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, lower back, upper back. Now we're gonna hit the quads. So for here, you're gonna put foam roller down over the quads. So the best part about this one is you can use, if you ever done a plank before, you can always use your elbows, and then you're just rocking it back and forth, again, until you feel that one area. So if you feel like, say right there, just let it sit. Breathe, don't hold your breath. You wanna keep your body, try to keep your body nice and relaxed and not tense up. Again, this whole thing is to make sure that your body stays loose and not tense anymore. Forward. So just doing the upper quad, and if you want, slow it down just above the knee area, because you want to avoid the joint, and hit the lower part of your quad. So if you feel that right there in that lower quad, for sure, that means it's just a little bit more tighter than the upper quad. That's okay. Just let it sit there for a little bit longer. Again, about 15 seconds. Let it break up. Have time to break it up. Breathe. And then slowly move it back and forward to where you can break up even more. And just relax. Nice. And as you get up, you'll probably feel a difference, feel a little lighter. You can just shake it off, open up the hips, and then you should be good to go. So thanks guys. Again, this is just a dynamic warm-up that you can do to help release the body every morning. You can try it out. Again, if you don't have a foam roller, you can get one, say at Marshall's. If if you want a really good one, you know, if you have a Dick's Sporting Goods near you, or even just get it on Amazon for cheaper. If you could get a bigger deal, 2 for 1, why not? Just definitely have something like this around with you, because it's definitely gonna help ease up the tensions in your muscle. Sometimes it's a good stress reliever for your body, for the mind as well. So always keep that in mind, and just keep doing what you can do the best way to help improve your body each and every day, because health is wealth. You never want to have financials jeopardize your health, because you can't enjoy your financial success if your health is not up to par. If it's deteriorating, then you know you need to work on each and every day to make yourself better and healthy all the time, and then portray that for others so others will wish to learn as well. But again, thanks guys for joining my channel. If you can, feel free to subscribe, share this video with a friend or family member that might like this, that may need help with this as well, if they have lower back problems or any tightness around. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take it easy.